most talented composer living today.
I mean, you've got your magic movie moments, but I reckon there's a lot of
Yep.
John Williamson's magic scores.
Well, he just makes movies. There is no, but John Williamson is in a class of his own. There's a few others like Hans Zimmer. There's a few others who do very good stuff. Don't get me wrong. Howard Shore, all of those guys, they do great stuff. Like the Howard Shore Lord of the Rings stuff, really, really good. Did tend to go on a bit. Sorry, but it did. But there was a lot of fucking film to fill out.
There's a lot of film. So.
Yeah. But, he would have been stuffed about his choral work. Yeah, there's a lot of that in there. But, these guys are extremely good at their talent, at their craft. But he is the master.
He is the master everyone's working towards, yeah.
Yep.
So, star rating, Paul.
Sorry?
Star rating for Jaws. Da-dum. Bum, 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 bum.
7.
7?
7, yep.
Do you know what?
What?
I'll go 7 too.
It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it.
It held up.
It held up
good.
really well.
Yep.
So,
you can happily, if you haven't seen Jaws, I think are we happy to recommend it?
I think people should see it. They should realise it is 1975.
Yep, and the technology they're in.
Yes.
But
they've got restraints. I mean, time.
Yes, and some of the acting is a little clunky, particularly Quint. I found him a little bit...
when he's working...
A little bit over the top at the early parts of it.
No, it was done on purpose.
Well...
They wanted the extreme. They wanted it on purpose. I think when he's working with... when Robert Shaw is working with Richard Dreyfuss and Roy Scheider, it's...
Schneider?
Is it? No, it's Scheid. Oh, I can't pronounce it.
Schneider?
No, there's no N.
No N.
I don't think so. I'm just going to say the guy who played Martin
Have
Brody.
you handwritten it?
But
I thought it was Roy Schneider.
Well, then maybe it is. Anyway, I'm just saying when he's working with them, the relationships work really well.
Yes.
So, I mean, the part where he's talking in the council office, I found a bit weird.
I loved the mayor. The mayor was such a piece of shit. He was
That's what
great.
I mean. So I didn't find any parts irritating or annoying. The only part I found annoying was the first death scene.
Yeah.
First death scene at the very start of the film.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Oh my gosh, her just going, oh, what? Her whole body's being thrown around for like 5 minutes. I'm thinking, yeah, that wouldn't happen.
No, I know. It would have been a snap, chop, chop.
Yes. It would have been better for me if it had just been a snap, chop, chop.
Maybe he only got like a quarter of the torso.
Come on. Anyway, if you can get through the first death, it's a good film.
I think you're being overly critical.
No, I'm just saying because some people would sit and go, oh my gosh, that was terrible. I'm not watching this. So just get through the first death and you're fine.
So that's...
The second death was fine. You just see this kid and then he goes, whoop, and he's gone. And that's it.
Yep, terrifying.
Third scene, boat disappears, man disappears, red cloud, done.
Sploosh.
That's how a scary shark works.
Yeah,
oh my gosh! You don't know where it is. You can't see it.
Gone. Okay, so if you're... Yes, I'll just simply say that if you like Pip, don't get upset by... how would you describe it? Bad death scene. Just push through it.
Yeah, because I think you'll enjoy it. The very start of the film, and after that, it's fine.
Yep. So there's a couple of little quirks in it. That's why it doesn't get a really high mark. But as a horror movie...
It's not a horror movie. It's not.
See, I put it as a horror movie.
No, it's a thriller.
You know why I do?
Because you're scared? No, I don't mean it like that. I mean, it scared you. It made an impact on you.
It changed how I thought about the world. It terrified me as a child. Shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have watched it. But, shit happens.
You were very young.
I was too young.
I was at least 10 before I saw this.
Yes. So
anyway.
I was a bit naughty. But anyway.
Anyway, so 7 from both of us. And next week, it's an obscure film. And one of my favourites. So
what have we got?
Now, the obscure film, we've had someone put on our Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Carly. How are you? That she would like us to look at Inglourious Bastards.
And we're putting that into the obscure.
Only because I didn't know where else to put it.
Yes, look.
I need to change the name.
These categories
I'm
are
sorry.
a bit...
I should have thought of that about these a bit more.
Tarantino. everybody, I think we can all come together and just like squeeze it in there. Just
You know what? If people want to see it, a movie, we'll push it in.
Yep.
So Carly said she wants us to review this, so we will. So next week we're going to look at Inglourious Bastards.
Yep. Now, fair warning to everybody, it's a war movie. Okay, so I'll be coming with guns blazing.
Oh, great.
Yep.
And my favourite, I did tell you one movie.
Yep.
But I'm changing my mind.
What, mid-sentence?
Yeah, no. As in, I told you last week it was this movie, but now I've changed my mind.
No, I don't listen that far out.
I want to put up, the English name of this movie is called The Boat That Rocked. The American name of it is Pirate Radio.
Yes.
Now, the reason why I want to put this up is because Philip Seymour Hoffman is in it, and we just watched Mary Max. It reminded me of it. So I would like to review it. And I enjoyed the movie, so it's one of my favourites. One of my favourites, not a favourite.
I have
the favourite.
Vague recollection of this. So this was quite an important film for you?
No, not important. I just enjoyed watching it.
Okay, all right.
Important? No. Just a whole bit. Anyway, we're not going to review it. I'm not going to start talking about it. Now, have you noticed all the films I'm putting them up are just kind of comedy films? So, yeah, no, it's a comedy.
You do know that...
Oh, yours are serious. You've got to think about it.
Oh, you do not. I put up Deadpool. You don't have to think about Deadpool.
No, you're right. There you go.
Yes, you certainly don't have to think about Beast of War.
No, but it's in, yeah.
Yeah, but it is slightly serious, you know.
But so, yeah, next week, Inglourious Bastards and The Boat That Rocked.
So when do I get to put up a classic?
Well, the week after.
All right, well, can I lock one in?
Which one?
Which one do you think? Lawrence of Arabia.
No.
Lawrence of Arabia. No, I'll lock it in, Eddie.
It's long and it's boring and horrible.
Excellent.
No, why do you get to lock it in?
Well, I asked if I could and you said yes, and now you're saying no.
Oh, fine.
Thank you.
Fine. But if you pick the classic, I get to pick the new one.
Fine.
That's
easy.
Bring it
done.
on.
That's easy done.
Jeez.
All right, guys. This is how it works here.
Okay, well, we hope you've enjoyed listening to us and we've enlightened you or whatever.
All right. Well, I don't think there's anything else. Oh, yes, there's one other little small thing just before we go. Now, as I said last week, I tend to listen to a lot of different podcasts. Now, there is a podcast out there called Behind the Bastards. Now, this is a historical podcast for people, and basically, it looks at the man who does it. His name is Robert Evans, and he's a journalist, a researcher.
Which country?
America, I think, from memory. And he goes off and he researches the shit out of things like Hitler and Saddam Hussein and all of those. And he puts them up. They're kind of in the same vein as the Dollop. He brings on a comedian, different comedian each week, and they do them. Now, I was listening today, and the one that dropped today was kind of in reference to what we did with Casablanca. Remember in the conversation we had with Casablanca about how the Americans had a bit of a soft spot for Nazi Germany just before the war sort of thing. Well, this goes into the relationship between Hollywood and the Nazis. And it's a 2-part episode.
Okay.
So the other one will drop on Friday. So, so by the time I put this out, both of them should have dropped. So Behind the Bastards, and it's very, very funny. It's, he's very clever and he's very witty and he takes a piss out of it a lot. But it's a very palatable way of getting a bit of history into your brain. And he talks about something that's relevant. In a sneaky way. And he's talking about something that... And I recommend for you, Pip, to actually go off and have a bit of a listen to it because it does tag into what we were talking about and it sets up in your own mind what was going on in Hollywood in the 1940s.
It'd be very interesting.
It is.
I'll slot it in between my 3 podcasts that I'm listening to. You've got 80, I've only got 3.
That's it. I was listening with rapt fascination today. It was really good. So
okay.
Yeah. So
that'd be good because I was about to say I'm listening to 2 cinema ones. One history one. It'd be good to put another history one in there.
Well, why not? Just spread it out, kids. Go
Was it history and cinema? That's all I've got.
Hope you got this one on. Okay, also...
I'm a narcissist. Of course I do.
Of course, yes. Guys, if you haven't rated and review us, if you could do that, please. And look, if you like an episode of this in particular, or you think that there is somebody that you know that would has a favourite movie and we eviscerate it. And
this doesn't include Caitlin.
What?
Caitlin actually said to me about putting her favourite movie up, and I'm not going to watch it.
No. Forget about you and what is it with you and Caitlin? Seriously.
Just quietly.
What?
Have you seen the movie Meet the Feebles? It's a Peter Jackson
We're not doing
film.
Meet the Feebles.
No, I'm not going to. It's her all-time favourite film.
I think we can come together on the fact that we're not watching Meet the Feebles. Sorry, Caitlin. Not going to happen.
We love your support though, Caitlin, but no, I'm not watching Meet the Feebles again.
Seen it, done it, got the T-shirt.
But anyway, if you want us to watch something, or if you have any comments about what we could be talking about or watching or whatever,
drop into the Facebook line. But what I was trying to say before you rudely interrupted me was that if there is an episode that you'd like to share with some of your friends, or just share the episodes, get the word out there. It's starting to spread a bit now, and there's
scary
lots of
stuff.
Yes, well, I mean, this is what happens when you put out a quality production. It's an in-joke.
I don't think it's an in-joke. They all get it. Anyway.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening.
Yeah.
We love you all.
We do.
We do.
Thank you very much. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I think that went well.